Hey, it's Allison with A Taste of Therapy, where every week I'm sharing with you some of my favorite recipes that are not only delicious, but good for your soul. Because when you make them with my mindset techniques that I mix into the recipes, it helps you have the best day ever. Today is no exception. I am showing you how to make pancakes. This classic dish works for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, anytime. They're so easy to make, and I can't wait to share this with you. Pancakes are a classic go-to in my house. We love them. I make them probably once a week, and I know my husband loves to make them on the weekends. One of my favorite things about them is that this recipe actually makes a lot. So you have extras, you can pop them in the freezer, then you have them for a weekday breakfast, or whatever, snack, whatever. And they're just easy to do, and they're a major crowd pleaser. So I can't wait for you to try this recipe. I know you're gonna love it. Let me show you what goes into it.
Okay, here's what goes into the recipe. It calls for 1 large egg. It calls for a cup of regular all-purpose flour. It has 3/4 of a cup of milk, whatever kind you have, doesn't matter. Then it also calls for, where's the brown sugar? Here it is, a tablespoon of brown sugar. Then we have 2 tablespoons of cooking oil. This is actually canola oil, if you can see it in here. This recipe calls for oil. You can use canola oil, or you can substitute and use unsweetened applesauce if you want to go the healthier route. We actually didn't have any applesauce, so we're going for canola oil right here. Then it also calls for 3 teaspoons of baking powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, which is in the same bowl here, and then butter to grease the pan. And that's it. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take your egg and you're gonna crack it into a larger bowl like this, and then you're gonna mix in all of the ingredients, and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so using a whisk, you're just gonna beat up the egg like this. I like to use a big bowl like I have here so that when I put all the ingredients in, there's plenty of room to mix everything up. So you're just gonna beat that up until it's nice and mixed together, and then you're just gonna really add in all your ingredients. So here goes the brown sugar, the milk, the flour. I don't know if you can hear the noises outside. You hear my children outside? They're outside playing. And the oil, and then the baking powder and the salt. And I'm gonna keep mixing this up until it's all incorporated.
The next step here is that you're going to heat up a griddle or a skillet or whatever you have on medium heat with a little bit of butter in the pan, and you're just gonna spoon in some of the pancake batter into the skillet. I'll show you exactly what that looks like, but that's your next step.
All right, so here the butter is melting, as you can see. I have my batter all mixed up, and then I have my mix-ins. If you're gonna add blueberries, which are excellent, obviously, in pancakes, and one of my favorite things, chocolate chips. You're gonna mix these in after you put the batter in. Once the butter is melted, I think we're ready to go. I'm gonna use a scoop here and just scoop some right into the pan, just like that. Now you're gonna wait for these pancakes to bubble up and get sort of golden on the sides, and then you'll know you're ready to flip.
While you're waiting for these pancakes to cook, let's do a little mindset work, shall we? Okay, so one of my favorite things to consider and to do every day is to try to be the best version of myself and channel that highest self into my day as a way to stay connected and happy and upbeat and high vibe. So I want you to try to do this too. It's really easy. I want you to consider what are some things that you can do to help you be the best version of yourself today. So while these pancakes are cooking, come up with a few things. Let's say 3 things that you could do today to be the best version of yourself. Here are some examples. You could try drinking more water. You could get outside in nature and go for a walk. You could read one of your favorite books, call a friend. What are things that make you feel happy and make you feel fulfilled, and like I said, make you feel like the best version of yourself? Those are the things I want you to try to incorporate into your day. And what I love about this little exercise is it doesn't take a lot of time. Anybody can do it. We all have 10, 15 extra minutes a day to do this. It's easy to do, and then it'll help you, like I said, stay high vibe, stay happy, connected, and just help your mindset have the best day possible. I want you to try this. Think of the things while the pancakes are cooking, and once you come up with your 3 things, comment on them below. Let us know what you're gonna try to do to be the best version of yourself. I know for me, one of the things I try to do every day to be the best version of myself, I meditate. I try to do it every day. Some days I can't get to it. I try to drink a ton of water. That just helps me feel better. And let's see, what's the 3rd thing I try to do? I would say reading is something that I love to do, and obviously being outside in nature. Major connection for me, being outside. All right, pancakes ready to be flipped. Let's do it.
All right, do you see how puffy this thing is getting? We're gonna give it a flip. Voila, there it is. Look at that, it's perfect. We're gonna let this one cook on the other side until it's about the same color, golden brown, and then repeat until all of the batter is done. Now remember, if you're gonna be adding in your mix-ins, just sprinkle those in once you put the batter into the pan. Easy peasy. And here, my friends, is a gorgeous stack of pancakes. That's it, so easy to make.
Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode and letting me show you how easy it is to make pancakes. Homemade pancakes are the best. This recipe makes a ton, like I said, so when you make it, it'll be well worth the effort. You'll have meals for a few days. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you liked this video, please be sure to give me a like, comment below, and share it with someone that you know that loves pancakes, because who doesn't love pancakes? We all do. Thanks again for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye. If you need me, I'm gonna keep flipping.